Ceaz the Builder. Can we fix it? Ceaz the Builder. Yes, we can.
Today on Ceaz Da Builder, had a client ask me, hey, can you come hang my new 70-inch? You know, I just got it for Black Friday, blase, blase. So I was like, sure, man, I got you, you know what I'm saying? You got the mount, for sure, let's go. So while this one is gonna be a wired out because he is a renter and he doesn't wanna create the extra holes, you know? So I'm gonna show y'all how to do that thing real quick. Let's get it. So the wall made 70, barely. I think the wall is 74. So this is important because when we're hanging our TVs, I believe this certain mount has a singular fixture. So it means you have to kind of line it up on center with the wall because you don't want it to be pushed over too much into the wall. So we're gonna actually bring this one as far as we can towards this window here, just so that way they'll have the flexibility of being able to move freely. First thing after I analyzed the dimensions of the wall, really mounting TVs is a pretty easy task. It just takes a couple of tools. Me personally, I got my drill right here, a socket set. You know, these things are known for taking the bolt screws, so this will kind of help assist out on that. Everybody know that you need a stud finder. Shout out to Hearts. Last but not least, I like to just take a hammer and a nail because with the stud finder you can find a stud, and I just like to double verify, you know, just hammer it in and make sure we're right there on that stud, because that's the key to this project, the stud. And my tape. All right, so pretty much I just went ahead and prefabbed it a little bit just so everything kind of go a little smoother. I'm about to get ready to mark out the holes for these dots here. So I got me a little highlighter, got my stud finder. So since the wall is approximately 74 inches away, we're gonna look for this middle stud over here. That way it'll have more flexibility just due to how the mount is set up. So we're gonna look for a wall, a stud, either over here, over here. Okay, so I'm saying one right here. So now that we got it marked out already, we're gonna go ahead with our hammer and nail method just for two forms of verification. You can tell by how it's that solid sound, and that you can't pull the nail out easily, that's a stud. So we're gonna work off of that one. So now we're gonna take our drill. First we want to get some good measurements. This one, since it's gonna be wired, you know, we have to plug to the TV itself. So you want to make sure that your plug is at least long enough to get where it needs to be. In this case, I believe we are more than good. So this is a great height to get the TV at. I marked it out. You just want to take a small bit, nothing too big. The screw is approximately, not really sure how much of a quarter, but as you can tell, it's much smaller than the screw. So you want to get something small. All you want to do is just get it a little traction to go, just to make it a little simpler. You don't want to go too deep. So we're gonna probably go maybe this much in. Go ahead and mount this to the wall. That way the hard part is over with. So still appropriate bit. About to make some things shake. So you want to put it in and take it back out. Just to make sure everything's good. You want to do that same thing to the other hose. So I went ahead and just put it up there just so I don't have to keep going back and forth with it. We're gonna go ahead and drill the rest of these holes in. You don't want to screw it all the way in just yet, just because you want to make sure it's still free to move to make sure you get into your pre-drilled holes. That ain't going nowhere. Bum. Now's the part we all been waiting for. All right, so we got our TV here. We're about to do some pre-mount stuff on the back of it. About to pre-mount this real quick. I just gotta figure out which screw I'm going to use. I pretty much have an idea, but it is gonna be a little trial and error. This rope. There's really no telling as long as you know. It's just kind of eyeballing and guessing which one. They give you a lot of options. But I'm a pro at this, so I got it right on the first try. And I'll line the brackets up at the bottom with the bottom of the TV and make sure the holes are nice and visible. Just get a little pre-screw in. Alright guys, for this step, absolutely no power tools, man. I actually messed up one of my TVs using a power tool, so make sure you use a mechanical screwdriver. You just want to make sure that it's a little bit past hand tight, so that's pretty much good. Not going anywhere. All right, now that we got this already on here, it's on to the fun part. We got to get this thing lifted. I'm gonna need some help. Give me 1 second. All right, so I made a phone call, man. My boy was sitting in the car sleep. Look at his sleep ass, man. Shout out to my boy, man. Tell him who
What's going on, man? I'm the Dealer of the City, man. Y'all follow me on Instagram, the Dealer of the City too, man. It's on the right, man. He called and I gotta come.
Yes, sir. So we about to go ahead and finish this thing real quick, hang it up. So let's get to it. Alright, so we finally got it hung up in the line. We had to use a couple of tools to tighten it up and make sure it stays straight in this place. But as you can see, it went up real easy, man. So now I'm about to hook up the rest of the course. As I said, this is a wired shown installation, so the wires will be exposed, but they have some things to aesthetically cover those up. Let's just see if the TV works before we have to take this bitch back and take it down. So that, my friend, is how you install a TV on the mount. Tune in next time. Ceaz Da Builder. Let's get it.